So, welcome to our podcast.
Hi!
And of course, I'm Coach Ava. I'm one of the coaches for Dollar Profit Mastery under Amaze Nation. And I'm so excited to be here, of course, with Coach Lish. Actually, this is our second meeting face-to-face. And this is our first time ever that we're gonna be doing some casual conversation. Hopefully, that can inspire a lot of you viewers with our journey with Amazon, no? So I think it's best na you're gonna hear our inspiring stories of how we've overcome our challenges, how we've inspired a lot of people, how we work hard in what we do from our original work ba na nag-ventured out tayo na parang yun yung courage ba, and then of course you wanna know about it na parang from the very start this wasn't really intended ba na ito ba yung goal mo from the very start. So I think it was a life-changing destiny. I hope na ma-inspire ang mga viewers natin of how we've really been, you know, what we have been achieving right now.
Yes.
So, yun.
So, first of all, hi! I am Lish Aquino. I'm the CEO and founder of Amazon Nation. And together with Miss Alva, I'm excited to share with you our Amazon journey.
Yung story ko is coming from the Philippines. I was born and raised here in Legazpi City, Albay, Bicol. And then as you can see, the beautiful Mayon, we're all Bicolanos here. So yung story ko, okay, specifically, I grew up here and then I'm a physical therapist by profession. And dito ako nag-college, dito ako nag-high school. So I grew up really here in the city. So, ang dream ng mga parents ko is, of course, to have a better future in America. Growing up, I'm the oldest of 4. We're struggling family ba? So, of course, they want the better future for you. Sinabi nila na, okay, mag-physical therapist ka sa America so you can have a better future. And then, yun ang ginawa ko. Pero, coming from a very young age, alam ko na hindi yun ang gusto ko. Yun ang gusto nila, pero hindi yun ang gusto ko. So gusto ko talaga na for me, maging business owner, meron akong negosyo na for me na magiging maganda and all. Pero of course, it's a wild dream ba? Na you'll never know. Parang aspiration in your life ba? I accomplished being a physical therapist and then I went to Florida. That was 15 years ago. And then for 15 years, I worked as a physical therapist. During pandemic, I have the ability, parang nagkaroon ako ng opportunity na maging Amazon seller through exploring YouTube tutorials. So, dun ako nag-start na parang, okay, possible pala na magkaroon ng business on the side. From there, parang nag-align naman siya sa lifestyle ko na it's gonna be a side hustle online. And then, while I'm keeping my 9-to-5 job as a physical therapist, it was working like that. That was my dream to become a business owner, and it was fulfilled during the pandemic. It was a life-changing event because it opened so much opportunities for me as well. As an Amazon seller, it gave me a very good chance of expanding the business, and I was able to acquire a warehouse that I can cater to Amazon sellers like me. And then after that, Lish has became one of our clients in the warehouse. That's how we've met as business partners. And then she said, Ava, pwede mong i-share ang knowledge mo as an Amazon seller sa fellow Filipinos. That meeting really changed everything. Well, here we are with the queen of Amazon of the Philippines. I'm talking with her right now. So I think that was my part of the story. And then why we're here right now is, of course, to share our stories, how we really started our businesses and how it really changed our lives for the better.
Ako naman, syempre, tubong Bicolana. Pareho kami. I'm the oldest of 4.
Pero you grew up here? Lish?
A diet actually.
Hindi
then,
Legazpi.
Hindi Legazpi. Pero yung mom ko, Sorsogon, dad ko, Nueva Ecija, nag-meet sila sa Manila, nagtayo sila ng business sa diet. Kaya doon ako lumaki. So wala talaga kaming family.
Dito?
Dito, wala kaming family sa diet. Pero nag-expand yung parents ko ng business sa Legazpi. Kaya here we are. During pandemic, nag-relocate na kami. Actually, ang lagi ko nakakausap sa chat,
Si Josh?
si Nat. Pag nagko-comment ako, naghahanap ako ng mga Amazon sellers eh. Sobrang konting-konti lang yung kakilala ko. Tapos si Nat, nagko-comment din siya, ganito yung gawin niya sa Amazon. Tapos sabi ko, sino kaya to? Tapos nakaka-chat ko siya sa how's your business doing, ganyan. Magkaiba kami ng business model. So sabi ko, okay. One time, nung naghahanap ka ng 3PL, tama-tama, siya yung naka-meeting natin. Pero mas naging close kami. Ayan. Dahil sa fast forward logistics. Ayan. Here we are. Ayan, in-invite ko siya and sobrang thankful na na-open ang wholesale and of course, online arbitrage. Kasi ako private label yung aking expertise. And maraming model ang Amazon. So, luckily, nandyan si Coach Ava para ituro naman ang
Online
wholesale
arbitrage.
and online arbitrage.
Correct. I'm curious to know, Lish, yung years of becoming a business owner sa Amaze Nation, on top of your mind, ano yung pinaka-biggest challenge? Meron bang point na parang I wanna give up?
Para sa mga viewers na hindi alam siguro yung Amazon and Amazon Nation, Amazon is yung platform kung saan kami nagbebenta online. Amaze Nation is yung coaching company registered here in the Philippines, tech registered here in the Philippines, wherein nagtuturo kami doon ng courses. Ito, first time ko sigurong i-share, no?
Aww.
Pero dumating sa point na nung 20, I guess, that was 2019, sa start pa lang kami noon. Ay, hindi naman. Mga after a year. Kasi 2018 talaga kami nag-start eh. So, 2019, ilan lang kami? 5.
5?
Tapos meron ako
Mga friends mo yon, parang co-workers na parang doing Amazon too.
Siguro isang nasa finance, isang nasa marketing, or dalawa. May isa akong copywriter. And then may kasama akong gumagawa ng course. Basta meron akong very trusted friend na kasama kong nagle-lay down ng mga script and everything.
Correct.
Tapos, sobrang tiwala ko sa kanya kasi close kami. Siya rin yung nagko-collect minsan ng payment. Tapos, meron akong social media manager dati na itago lang natin, Mrs. G. Tapos, si Mrs. G, isang araw, si Mrs. G, nag-message ako sa kanya. Sa Facebook page, nakikita ko rin yung access ko, di ba? Tapos, siya nakikipag-converse siya sa mga customer. Tapos, nung pagkakita ko doon sa message, nagbayad daw yung client sa BPI. Tiningnan ko, sabi ko, wala naman kami BPI, BDO yung account namin. Sabi ko, Mrs. G, bakit ganito? Bakit may BPI? Sabi niya, di ba matagal mo nang binigayan sa amin? Sabi ko, sino nagbigay sa'yo nito? Sabi niya, si ano? Sabi ko, hindi ko to account. Investigate. Nalaman namin na for a very long time, etong si very trusted friend, ay sa kanya napupunta yung payment.
Oh gosh.
And nasa around 1.9 million.
My goodness.
Yung nawala.
Pero how did it get to the point na ganong amount without you knowing?
Yes.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
the thing.
Ganun ka trustworthy sa mga negosyo. Oh my goodness, Lish.
Kaya parang simula nun, lagi ko nga sinasabi sa ibang tao, lalo na sa students ko, we are responsible of our mistakes. Whatever happens, you should be responsible for that. Kahit na hindi ako yung gumawa nun or hindi ako yung nakakuha ng money, and sabihin natin na ninakawan ako in other words. Kasalanan ko kasi there's something wrong with the system.
Correct.
So, kailangan kong ayusin. Diba?
You are the leader of the
I'm
company.
the leader.
You should
And
know
if
everything.
anything happens, kailangan ayusin ko yun. Kailangan ma-overcome ko. Hindi ako pwedeng, ayoko na dito. So, ang ginawa ko, sabi ko, baka naman hindi ko pa talaga alam yung operations, how to manage a business talaga, ganyan. So, kumuha ako ng course. Kasi gano'n naman pag merong nagda-down, ibig sabihin, baka may hindi ka lang alam. So, ano ako ng course. That time, nasa 600,000 yata yung course na yun kasi abroad yung coach and 18 months yung sessions namin. During the 18 months, tinuruan niya ako kung paano 7 spokes of the business. Kailangan meron kang okay na HR,
Correct.
sales, marketing, yung operations mo, dapat may mga head yan. Siyempre, sa finance and sa manager. And so, sabi ko, pag-aralan ko to. Hindi madali. As in, 18 months, monthly kami nagtatawagan, may assignment ako, ginagawa ko yon, nag-meeting kami, ang daming changes, may mga hinire, may mga finire. So, sobrang grabe. That time, yung sales namin, nung kasama ko pa yung friend, sabihin na natin na 10 digits.
Correct.
Ayan. Pero nung umalis siya, naging 5 times
No kidding.
yung business.
So, dahil ba yun na mas marami ka ng alam? Or dahil dun sa course na yon na parang confident ka na how to handle a business? Or dahil din yun dahil umalis na siya and mas naging confident ka into expanding the business?
I think all of the above
So, it was a blessing in disguise.
Very blessing in disguise. Kung di siya umalis, I would feel very, relaxed. The business is running, wala akong kailangang improve. With the marketing, hindi ko iisipin kung ano, ganyan. Since nung matutunan ko na, ganito pala dapat yung negosyo, dapat meron kang manager, yung mga
And
manager.
you have a full control, di ba?
Yeah.
Oh my
So,
goodness.
natutunan ko na yung negosyo, hindi pwede na lahat manual. Sanay tayo Pinoy
Yeah.
Manual,
Lahat
pwede pa yan para makatipid. Ganyan, di ba?
Sa kanila, automated
Oo.
dapat. Meron kang SOP, may
Yeah.
guideline ka, di ba? No? May checklist ka, hindi pwedeng ikaw lahat.
Yes.
Ang
So ngayon,
nagde-delegate
natuto
ka.
na ako na magkaroon ng memorandum of agreement, lahat may
Contract.
contract. Bawat tao sa kumpanya may job description. Dapat hindi nagkakalayo yan. Dapat alam nila kung ano yung ginagawa nila.
Ano yung expectations mo from them?
expectations, yung system, automation, pinag-aralan namin. Kaya nung naayos yung negosyo, dumating ako sa point, confident ako mag-invite, gaya mo, na kasi alam ko na bulletproof Wala makakanakaw nito kasi alam ko na pag may pumasok, automatic, may payment, may system kami na ma-view lahat kung sino yung mga pumasok, ganyan, sino yung mga nag-enroll. And then, automated na magkakaroon na sila agad ng access sa course. Merong mga tao under nun na papasok sa Facebook. Talagang nung naging smooth yung flow, sabi ko, negosyo, pag may bumabagsak, ibig sabihin, may kailangan lesson na gawin ka. Ayan. Yeah, yun yung story ko.
Very nice, no? Ikaw, Lish, ang pinaka-overall pa na nagmamanage ng business o na may nade-delegatean ka na?
Dati, ang gusto ko, mag-delegate ako sa Chief Operating Officer.
Correct.
Pero yung sa course, ituturo muna na establish yung head ng bawat department. So for example, sa sales, dapat for marketing, may head ka. HR, may head ka. Admin, may head ka. So, establish mo muna yung mga head. Pero alam mo, pinakamaganda, pag nakasabay ka ng pandemic, dahil naghahanap talaga sila ng online na business, online na work. Dahil sa pandemic, kaya ako nakapagawa nito.
Galing, no? So, few years.
Oo, years din.
I'm just curious na ano na yung magiging direction ni Amaze Nation on your ideas ba? Expansion of more courses sa Amazon selling? Or kung ikaw may naisip ka na, okay, we can strategize more on coaching programs, not just for Amazon selling or e-commerce. And then, ano pa yung magiging future plans as the boss or the CEO, no?
Dati kasi Amazon Nation, sa Amazon lang talaga.
Correct.
Pero nakita ko kasi ang dami nating nabagong buhay, na transform. Ba't Amazon lang? I mean, 'di ba, alam naman natin na halimbawa tayong dalawa nasa Amazon. We know that we also need minsan to divert to Shopify. Yung ibang sellers, nagta-Target, Walmart, eBay, TikTok, Facebook ads, nag-lead magnet na sila, nag-email marketing na sila. Ganun yung parang labanan ngayon sa sobrang daming Chinese sellers sa Amazon. So parang naisip ko na di dapat ang skill na alam ng isang Amazon VA or seller is hindi lang Amazon. Hindi na ganun yung labanan ngayon eh. Para mas maging tunay kang brand, para mag-expand pa yung market mo, go for E, which is e-commerce. Pag-aralan mo pati yung TikTok, Shop, pag-aralan mo yung Walmart, Target, eBay. So, kaya siya Amaze Nation. Yan. Yun yung reason.
And other than e-commerce platforms, meron ka pang other plans for Amaze Nation?
Ako personally,
On your mind na parang, eto na yun, yung fulfillment na parang personal choice ko na to.
yan na yung personal choice ko na gusto kong mag-encourage ng mga, kung baga successful sellers, virtual assistants, just like ni Coach Dean, Amazon sellers just like you, na mag-share pa ng more knowledge nila sa mga Pilipino.
Sa tingin mo, merong shortage ng mga leaders or coaches in the Philippines?
Yeah, I think
Or
so.
mas maraming content creators? Anyone can become a celebrity sa YouTube, sa TikTok. Pero sa tingin mo, na parang meron kang better market share or better ang magiging business strategy mo if sa tingin mo magiging maganda yung contribution ko if I can develop the same leadership skill
Yes.
na meron ako, merong chance yon to improve overall.
Oo.
Tama ba?
Kasi,
sa tingin mo, yun ang
naalala-
kulang ng
I think
Pilipinas?
so. Kasi maraming aspiring coaches. And marami rin coaches ngayon na gumagawa naman ng course nila. But what if hindi na nila kailangan pagdaanan yung napagdaanan ko?
Oo. Nangangapa pa. Ano ba yung
Nangangapa
dapat
pa.
na gawin?
Yes.
Ano yung dapat sabihin? But how to act like the coach na ano gusto ko, ganon. Paano ba ako natuto na maging effective coach?
Yes. At saka yung pagiging coach kasi is also being an infopreneur and entrepreneur. Ibig sabihin, you need to know how to run a business. And not everyone has a time na mag-aral pa ng business management. I mean, ikaw, di ba, ano bang course mo?
PT. Oo, masyadong malayo.
Yung mom ko, nurse.
Sa
pero
business.
ngayon, nasa business siya. So it will take a lot of time. But what if there will be a course teaching you
Crash course
this
na.
is the operation. Ito yung ginawa ko na para mas ma-establish yung business mo para mag-scale. Ikaw, pag naging profitable yung coaching mo, ibig sabihin, mas marami kang naturuan din.
Pero very exciting yon. Is it gonna be the first
Yes.
offer?
Swerte nung mga magiging una kong estudyante kasi magiging as in hands-on. Di ba tayo, may nag-guide sa'yo ng marketing, merong gumagawa. But if they want to learn it na sila lang talaga, will be the course for them. So, paano ba yon? Marketing, anong ginagawa ba niyan? Paano yung system? Paano yung operations? Yun.
Nice. And it's gonna be part of Amaze Nation or a different brand
Amaze Nation.
under Amaze Nation?
Diba, sabi mo nga, ikaw ay pumunta ka and you achieved the American dream.
I know. The
But-
ultimate dream of
The
everyone.
ultimate dream. But why? Despite all the, syempre, alam naman natin, pag Pilipino ka, tapos nasa Amerika, syempre, iba yung outlook ng iba eh, no? Pero bakit pinili mo pa rin na maging Amazon seller?
The reason behind is yung discontentment siguro and then yung unfulfilled dreams of yours, no? Kasi iisipin mo, okay, I have achieved to be in America and then, okay na-achieve mo na yung goal mo and dreams and then kontento ka na sa life. I think behind the reason of achieving more, unfulfilled wishes mo sa sarili mo. Na-fulfill mo yung wishes ng iba, pero deep inside you, there's more longing of becoming more successful. And for myself, I know na I can do so much more. I'm capable of really doing so much more for myself. I think that's the reason, looking for more opportunities, looking for a lot of businesses on the side, and then at the same time, syempre, meron kang gustong ma-fulfill for yourself din. Kaya ako nag-divert from becoming a physical therapist and to become an entrepreneur. So, because of my, desire of achieving more and helping more people as well. Parang nakakatuwa na marami kang natutulungan. Yun yung mission in life. Kasi nag-start kami ng warehousing na parang, okay, totoo na pala to. Kasi parang totoong business na to na ikaw ang hahawak, ikaw yung magmamanage, may empleyado kang hahawakan, may kliyente kang kinakausap. So, totoong company na ba? Compare dun sa Amazon seller ka lang, ikaw lang yon. So,
Ano ba nauna?
Amazon seller. So,
bago
parang-
nag-warehouse?
Oo. So, Amazon
okay.
seller, ako lang, 3 to 5 hours in a day lang yung dinededicate ko. Okay lang yun,
Paano mo na-discover
manage.
yung Amazon selling? May course ba? Or
Dun
may
sa-
kakilala ka?
Sa YouTube lang siya, na parang
nakita
sabi ko,
mo.
nakita ko na parang,
Alright.
okay, so pwede pala to na side hustle ba? From there, umattend kami ng course, which is yung TWF. Nag-register ako doon for $2,000. 8 years ago, syempre malaki yun sa
Oo.
akin.
Malaki yun.
Inisip ko, sabi ko, sige, parang if you really want to make something out of your life, you gonna risk something. Nag-start ako doon, and then from there, I decided I will work on it. From the course, during the pandemic, yun na yung warehousing. And then dun sa warehouse, I have acquired a warehouse nga with employees, and then I was able to manage it while I was still working as a physical therapist. So doon, Lish, parang na-realize ko na ito na talaga pala yung lifelong dream ko, personal dream. Na parang dun ko na-feel na this is it for me.
Being a business owner.
Oo, na parang nakikita ko yung employees ko na they're depending their livelihood on the business. Parang in-explain ko from the very start na sabi ko, this is not for me ha. This is gonna be a team effort for everyone. Sa ginagawa natin, lahat tayo is equal for the success of the business. It's not just because I'm the boss. Ako lang yung top among you. It's gonna be the same for everyone. And that's how it was from the very start, yung culture ng company. Because if it's gonna be for me, okay na akong maging PT. I'm not gonna do this. I have another headache na too challenging pag nagsa-start ng business. I really have explained to my employees na sabi ko, I have a very deep personal reason why I wanna achieve more in life. Yun yung sabi ko, marami pa akong tutulungan sa Philippines. Pero yun, na parang sa akin, for other people na I've encountered, and we've been in poverty, we've faced personal struggles in life. So nakita ko yun, and I wanna really return the favor to a lot of Filipinos na they can do as well, achieve more in life. And I want them to realize that. From there, sabi ko, okay, marami pa tayong gagawin. Kailangan lang nating magtulungan and all. I'm gonna return the favor to them na marami tayong gustong ma-achieve. Sabi ko nga sa mga kapatid ko, gusto ko magtayo ng orphanage, ng mga things around here in the Philippines that can really inspire a lot of people na you can do it as well. It's not really a personal thing for you na it's all about you. It's all about people.
Ano yung
Yun
nag-i-inspire sa'yo
lifelong.
na mag-create ng orphanage?
Sabi ko nga sa kapatid ko kanina, speaker, motivational coach, business owner, philanthropist.
Yes.
So siguro, your desire to help a lot of people, yung mission for you.
Yung pagpunta talaga sa Amerika, dream talaga ng parents mo.
Oo. Kasi during that
Saan kayo
time,
nag-meet ni Nat?
dito sa Taguig, sa Manila. So pareho kaming Singles for Christ. Nagsiserve kami, fellowship. So dun pa lang, nakita mo na, oh my goodness, there's so much na opportunity to help young kids na underprivileged. Yun yung nag-open ng parang, sige, sisipagan ko talaga dito para bumalik ako dito na mas marami akong magawa.
Oo.
So, dun kami nag-meet ni Nat. Tapos, pumunta kami ng Florida. Sumunod lang naman siya.
Pero pagdating doon, as in, paano mo nasabi na struggling?
Paycheck to paycheck. Tsaka struggling dahil may 2 kids ka and then wala namang help. At the same time, parang yung mga expenses mo doon, yung mortgage, car payments, credit cards, they thought masyadong glamorized ang life in America. Diba? Parang, oh my goodness, you're in America. Not so much. You're a regular family. So, naisip ko doon, I'm not gonna retire like this. Ito na ba yung life ko? Sabi ko, no, I'm gonna really do something more. So yung mindset ko na there's so much more out there, yun na yun, sunod-sunod na yun.
Bihira
Sunod-sunod
sa
na
Amerika
yun.
na nag-start as employee, tapos
Oo.
nagkaroon ng negosyo.
Correct. Kaya nga yung mga kakilala ko, mga Americans and fellow Filipinos, ang lakas ng loob mo, and then how did you do that? I really can't do that.
It's not for everyone eh.
Oo, nasashock sila. Tapos
Kasi-
babae ka pa.
Yeah.
Sabi niya, alam mo,
Saka
babae.
Amerika yun, tapos magtatayo ng negosyo. Parang,
Oo,
okay,
ang lakas ng
hindi
loob,
ka-
no?
oo.
Tapos warehousing pa, sabi pa ng mga contemporaries ko, ng mga business partners, Ava, I can't believe that you're in an industry that it's male-dominated. You're the only female that owns a warehouse that can operate a logistics and, di ba, and fulfillment
Wow.
center. Parang no one can do that. It's always been a male-dominated industry. So parang sila shock na shock. So dun nga, yung mindset na parang, okay, I can do so much, I can do this. So yun na yun, yung sunod-sunod na yun na nag-approach. Okay, you can do this, Ava, you can help me with this. Client
Paano
ko
mo
din.
pinagsabay-sabay kasi 2 kids, walang help.
Oo.
Siyempre si husband, nagtatrabaho
May
din.
full-time din siya.
And nagsuschool for sure. Yung
Correct.
mga
Tsaka
time.
nagtatrabaho pa ako
Nagtatrabaho ka
doon.
ba as a PT?
Oo, nagtatrabaho pa. Kaka-retire ko lang last year sa physical therapist.
Nagsabay-sabay talaga
Oo,
siya.
nagsabay-sabay
Paano mo
siya.
ginawa yun? Tapos naging Amazon seller ka pa.
Correct. Kasi nga, yung
Oh.
Amazon seller, pwede mong gawin ng 3 to 5 hours lang. So, kayang-kaya yun, manageable yun. Kayang-kaya yun, wala namang issue doon. Ang naging challenge is nung nagkaroon ka na talaga ng actual location of your business. Very ano na yun.
Time-consuming ang
Oo,
warehouse.
Oo, kasi
Oo.
andyan, pupuntahan mo yung empleyado mo, kakausapin mo yung mga kliyente mo, irresponsible ka for other people's money or they trusted you, you're gonna take care of their inventory. Ang kagandahan lang, may mga employees ako na mga Filipinos na they really helped me a lot as well.
Yun.
Na trustworthy, na kaya mong pagkatiwalaan sa lahat ng operations mo. Naging ganun, yun.
Pareho kami ni Coach Ava na nagsisimula din ako noon ng Amazon. Meron akong 2 toddler, tapos may newborn ako. Tapos meron akong 10 kliyente.
Oh my goodness!
Na
Sabog-
online?
As a VA.
As a VA.
Oo,
Kasi
oo.
wala akong pagkukunan ng
Extra
ng
income.
puhunan private label. Ang
Hindi.
private label, ang mahal ng puhunan.
Pero, naisip mo yung private label na gawin ng sarili mo using or saving up from the work as a VA.
Oo. Kasi dati may nauutangan ako dahil ang ko lang 40,000 yung initial capital. Kaya lang nalugi. So hindi na ako makahiram. Tapos yung pangalawa, nalugi na naman yung pangalawang product ko. Pero yung pangatlong product, pinag-ipunan ko yun ng 6 months to 1 year talaga dahil ang laki ng inventory niya. And then, sabi ko, wala na akong chance na bumagsak. Kasi pag bumagsak pa to, hindi na ako magiging confident or hindi ko na pagtitiwalaan yung sarili ko. So I had to make it work. And luckily, kahit na nag-Amazon business ako, siguro after 2 years, saka lang ako nag-retire.
Ganon.
Sa pagiging VA.
So, continuous yun.
Oo.
Na meron ka ng business, pero VA ka pa rin. Tama?
While taking care of the toddler, while breastfeeding. Alam mo, feeling ko nga mas effective yung ganon, nagiging productive ka. Kasi alam mo, limited time eh. Kailangan mo mag-focus ngayon for 1 hour, 2 hours, dahil mamaya, mag-aalaga ka na ng bata. Dahil may assignment na yan, aalagaan, padededehin mo na, patutulugin mo na. So, I think it helps. Kesa yung medyo malalaki na sila na parang I have all the time in the world.
Correct. Parang masyado ka nang relax. Kaya mas marami na nga akong sleeping time ngayon.
Oo, di ba? Na parang mamaya na yun, idip lang ako. Challenge mo nung naging Amazon seller ka na, probably also as a mom and as a business owner. Ano yung pinaka-memorable challenges that na-overcome?
As an Amazon seller siguro, when I started, limited ang knowledge mo and expertise. Very limited because you don't have enough support group. Parang nangangapa ka. Sino pa ba yung kakausapin ko dito? Sino pa ba yung pareho ko ng sitwasyon? Pag na-stuck yung inventory mo or hindi mo maibenta, sino yung tatawagan mo?
I remember, nung nagsisimula pa lang ako, ang Amazon community ko, yung kasing course ko din. Tapos naghanap ako ng mga Pilipino.
Talaga?
Tapos ano lang kami noon, parang 5. Tapos nung time na nagsama-sama kami, Ako kasi yung laging, tara meet up naman tayo.
Ah.
So nag-meet kami face-to-face 2014. Alam mo yung mga kasama ko, unang buwan nila sa Amazon, 100,000. Tapos
VA
yung,
yan?
hindi, selling.
No
sa private
kidding.
label.
No kidding.
$100,000. Nag-click ka agad. Ang mega scarf ko, nag-failed. So parang, nakikinig lang ako sa kanila. Nakaka-discourage talaga. Tapos yung isa naman, ang ganda din ng negosyo niya. Nag-bestseller siya agad.
Dito yun? Pero taga-Philippines yung mga
Taga-Pilipino.
yun?
Oo. Kasi yung course dati, puro abroad lang naman.
Correct.
So, konti lang yung mga Pilipino. At saka alam mo kung Pilipino talaga yun. Kaya nung nag-invite ako ng face-to-face, yun lang talaga yung source of knowledge, inspiration, motivation, lahat na nandun. Ikaw din, ganon.
Yun yung naging challenge dahil nga limited yung support from the very start. So parang wala akong makitang Filipino doon.
Na nagbebenta sa Amazon.
Oo, na nagbebenta sa Amazon. Kahit na yung may mga courses and all, limited dun sa mga fellow students din lang. So yun yung naging challenge. You're all by yourself kasi nasa in front of the computer ka lang all the time.
Yeah.
Magpa-product research ka, maghahanap ka ng mga items to sell. So, hindi mo alam if it's gonna be profitable kasi limited nga yung knowledge mo about it. Diba? Hindi naman lahat tinuro pa how to navigate the Seller Central account. Hindi naman nila. Diba?
Tinuro.
Oo,
Yeah.
diba?
You're on your own. Hindi tulad ngayon na yung
Oo,
course na ginagawa
masyadong
natin.
spoiled na.
Eto, step 1.
Oo,
Eto, step
eto, may
2. Click
screenshot.
mo to. Click mo. Eto yung spreadsheet.
Oo,
Eto,
oo.
guys, ang swerte nyo ngayon.
Parang ito yun na, gawin mo na to, gawin mo na to. Tapos i-YouTube ko pa kung ano nga ba yun, paano nga ba yun. So anyway, that was years ago.
Pero alam mo, sobrang swerte ng lahat ng maging student natin or nagiging student natin. Kasi lahat ng pinagdaanan natin from Philippines, lalo na Philippines, paano ako gagawa ng negosyo? Paano ako makakabayad? Alam mo ba nun, Western Union ako nagbabayad sa aking
ganon.
mga supplier. Paano kung sabihin nila hindi nila natanggap?
Oo.
Hindi na wala
Very
naman akong
risky.
bank. Oo, sobra. Nagtayo pa ako dati ng LLC, di naman pala kailangan. Nagtayo ako ng dito sa Pilipinas ng DTI, hindi naman pala kailangan. So yung mga ganon na extra gastos, extra effort, talagang sabi ko sa estudyante ko, tsaka nyo naintindihin yan.
Kasi wala namang nag-guide,
Oo,
di ba?
yeah.
No? So ngayon, meron pa silang mga one-on-one coaching. So anyway, yun yung mga challenges. When you're starting, you really don't know a lot. There's limited information out there and you're really struggling na parang, okay, ano ba to? Tama ba itong pinagagawa ko? Wala namang direct communication with the coaches.
Oo,
yun.
dati hindi ka talaga maka-reach out sa coach mo, no?
Walang ganon. Walang
Oo
ganon.
Na-realize ko lang ngayon na parang never ko naman naka-PM yung coach ko. I mean, may webinar. Pag hindi kasi Pilipino, minsan mag-webinar, iba yung culture nila, iba-iba yung mga expectations.
So yun yung mga challenges as an Amazon seller. Nung naging business owner na ako, one of the major challenges as a business owner is managing employees. I think yun. Kasi you cannot really rely on them because they're just here for their paycheck. They would never really care for your company. They can just walk out anytime on you. If they get frustrated, oh my goodness, I'm done. Parang, this is your company, this is your responsibility, not mine. Yun ang talagang pinaka-challenging. Oh my God, tinuruan kita, trinain kita, ako pa yung direct na, ito yung gagawin mo ha, ito. Tapos, they're just gonna walk out after that. Just like that. Sayang yung pagtitrain mo, pagtitiwala mo na, okay, I can rely on you. Okay, this is gonna be a long-term business for us, long-term commitment for us. We're gonna make the company grow, hoping that it's gonna be successful for all of us. All of a sudden, this is not for me. I don't wanna really do this. It's too much. It's too tiring. Yun yung mga naging frustrations and challenges along the way. Another thing, as a business owner din, you realize na parang kailangan mo talaga na meron kang structure, meron kang framework of your company, na parang dati, how to become a business owner. All of a sudden, andyan na yung opportunity. Ito na pala to. Meron ka na palang, you're the owner of a company. Pero wala ka really na parang framework or any ideas how to manage, how to handle one?
Yung pag-aaral mismo ng operations,
Correct.
yung mga detail. To be honest, yung employee is a very big part of the business. Not only do we need to know how to run the business, but to also know how to handle the employees. Kasi yan doon sa mga tinuro din, doon sa course
Talaga?
na inattendan ko.
Kasi as you can realize now, different personalities ang employees. And we have a different personality
Oo.
too.
Nagka-clash
Oo.
din sila. And pag nag-clash sila, siyempre, you're concerned as well. Kasi hindi mag-run yung business mo pag hindi okay yung relationship nila.
Sa future course mo, no, how do you keep them motivated? How can you retain them as your employees? no?
Ay, madali lang yan. Hindi naman sa pagmamayabang, pero si Mrs. G, 5 years na yan sa akin. Dahil joke lang. Hindi.
Ideal example pala to, no?
Ideal example. Hindi, maraming ways on how to motivate. Actually, thinking about employees, maswerte yung mga Amazon sellers. Kasi, like for example, sa private label, never akong nagdalawa, 3 employee. Isa lang lagi, ang
ganun?
VA ko. Oo.
Oo.
Tapos kung meron man akong PPC, external. I mean, agency.
Project-based.
Oo.
Parang hindi mo talaga
Pero
siya full-time.
pag virtual assistant employee, private label, isa lang. Isa lang kailangan. I'm not sure with online arbitrage, ilan ba yung ideal?
Hindi, okay lang naman. Oo, manageable
Isa
naman
o
ang
dalawa.
isa. Oo.
If it's not a traditional business, kasi syempre coaching, ilang kami. Medyo marami din kami sa team. And yung warehouse, for sure, ilan kayo. Diba? Pero pag Amazon, isa lang. All over, ano pa siya? Fly siya kung saan-saan pa
Ay,
man, diba?
bongga.
O, yung VA ko dati, punta siya ng pag single, di nasa Thailand siya ngayon, bukas nasa Cambodia siya, Singapore, kung saan-saan. Pero
Very flexible.
flexible
And,
kasi konti lang naman ginagawa sa private
online
label.
lang naman.
Yeah.
Oo. Yun nga, no? Yung time and freedom na nabibigay nung business online, no?
Yeah.
Yung Amaze Nation is a growing company. Mas manageable ba yung less number of employees na you're handling? Or ngayon na mas malaki na siya, mas challenging na siya to handle or to manage? Kasi marami ka ng employee, mas challenging yung less?
Umpisa. Oo, mas challenging ang less.
Correct.
Pag simula pa lang, like 5 pa lang sila, or 3 pa lang sila sa marketing, medyo juggle eh. Actually ngayon, hindi ko naman sinasabi na malaki na yung team. For sure, there's a room for growth. Like kung sinasabi to sa Facebook, na nung umattend ako ng interview with RDR, I'm sure you watch it, yung team niya ibang klase. As
ganun.
yeah, if I can only divulge. Pero grabe ang dami. Sabihin na natin na
More or less 50?
hindi, videographers pa lang.
Yeah.
Probably 20 plus.
No kidding.
Yeah. So,
Dun sa production pa lang
Yeah.
sa setup niya, yung people around you.
yes. So,
My
sometimes,
goodness.
videographer, 5. So, parang, alam mo yun, kumbaga, ako, isa lang yung social media manager ko, isa yung videographer.
Social media.
Yung swerte ko talaga kay Miss G. So, alam mo, parang sometimes it's the mindset talaga na pag nakakahanap ka ng iba mong kapwa entrepreneur, parang, you're playing it small pala. Hindi tulad ng iba na, I'm sure may nakilala ka rin ibang warehouse manager, di ba? And talagang sila, I don't know how many employees they have, pero if you really want to expand the business, you really can do so as long as your mind can achieve yung ganong scenario. Mindset talaga.
Oo.
Ang aking motto dyan, there is no small business, there is only small business owner. So, it will depend on us. Lalo na, syempre, sa Amazon din. Lagi kong sinasabi, ang mindset sa mga Amazon sellers, Amazon will be gone someday. I mean, pwede namang mag-replace ng, Facebook, may TikTok na, may Instagram. Ibig sabihin, pag Amazon, pwede rin yan magkaroon ng marketplace na iba balang araw. So, ang mindset mo, Amazon is only a platform, but you're building your own brand, your own business. Probably, ikaw, na-discover mo ang warehouse because of the Amazon retail arbitrage. Ako, na-discover ko naman yung coaching because of the Amazon business. Yung iba na Amazon seller, talagang like, for example, Anchor, lagi ko sinishare, nag-build talaga sila ng worldwide brand. But it all started on Amazon. So, that's the mindset.
na hindi dapat limited lang sa isang platform.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you can think of more and
Yes.
big. It starts with, an abundant mindset on you. Kung you can handle that, parang all the possibilities are endless ba?
Yes.
No?
Siyempre, nakwento na namin ng Amazon journey namin, why we choose to become an Amazon seller. And ngayon naman, pag-uusapan namin how it helped us. Ano yung na-transform being an Amazon seller.
Of course, it changed our lives for the better, for sure. Not just
Yeah.
financially, but more importantly, it really changed my perspective. It really changed my mindset. Na
You're
parang-
become a bigger person than you are.
It really changed me. Na-shift ang perspective mo na it's not just all about money, it's not just all about the business, it's more all about the personal relationship that you are building with your employees, with your family, with yourself. So, I think yun yung very important for me. It's not just the luxuries of life that you can see. Parang, okay, may Louis Vuitton bag na ako. Na ng Amazon to. Parang ganun. It's
Yeah.
not about that. It's really not about it.
Speaking of the Amazon, speaking of Louis Vuitton, kasi nakikita ko rin naman sa picture ni Coach Ava, the wallets, the bags, and everything. Personally, mahilig talaga din ako, diba, sa mga bags as you can see earlier. Kasi naging gauge ko siya nung walang-wala pa ako.
Correct,
Na parang, pag nagkaroon ako,
yun yung
cash, or naging
inspiration mo, no?
successful to. Nung time na yon, kahit nag-6 digits ka sa Amazon, hindi ako kumukuha ng sweldo eh. Gusto ko mag-cash flow siya ng mas okay, makareach ako ng ganitong goal. Ngayon sabi ko, pag unang sweldo ko sa Amazon, bibili ako ng Louis Vuitton bag.
Yeah, of course.
In the store, not in the, kung saan mang, yan.
You're gonna feel the, mo
Na
ba?
pinaghirapan mo yun,
Pinaghirapan mo yun.
But after bilhin, parang, okay, ordinary bag. May bag
Correct.
ka rin. Yung bang parang nag-feed pala yung excitement. And
It's short term.
It's short term.
Oo, di ba?
Yeah.
Na parang very short term talaga siya. So parang yun yung ng mga Filipinos. I think yun din yun na matutunan yun na it's not all about what you have achieved materially. It's not about it. It's not really about it. We work hard not because of it. We work hard because of more intangible things.
Yeah. For me siguro, the most intangible thing na natutunan ko is the power of having the freedom to do whatever you want. So for example, nag-relocate kami sa Bicol. If you have a traditional business in Manila, hindi ka agad makaka-relocate, but you have the power to bring your family anywhere because of Amazon. Para sa akin yun. And also the freedom to not have alarm clock in the morning.
Correct. Yan
Sa
yung
akin
mga...
kasi
Oo.
nocturnal kasi ako eh. Kaya sabi ko, tatrabaho akong 5 a.m. hanggang 2 a.m. You know, the time, the freedom to treat your family anywhere. Kasi yung anak natin, ang sarap ng feeling pag pinagbibigyan sila, no? Gusto natin na wag naman silang spoil. Pero mas mahirap yung feeling na gusto ng anak mo, kailangan niya, pero hindi mo mapagbigyan. The power of
freedom. Kaya nga, the real measurement of true success comes from freedom. Yun daw yun. Hindi daw yun from what you have accomplished, or what you are doing right now. It's from being free from anything.
time.
Oo,
and-
time, the freedom of not worrying about something. Freedom yon.
Yes.
Diba?
Oo.
Yun ang very, very important. Freedom from just doing, anything that you want. Freedom yun. Matulog ako, magnap ako. That's real freedom. And that's the true measurement of wealth and happiness.
Yes.
It really changes your perspective. Tama, no?
Oo.
Na parang nagmamature ka talaga. No? Especially doon sa mga na-accumulate mo or na-achieve mo, nagkakaroon ng impact yon for you.
Iba pag Amazon seller ka eh. Kasi naging empleyado din ako. Pinaka-unforgettable moment ko nung naging employee ako, especially naging Amazon VA ako, is meron kasi akong mga kliyente, taga-Israel, hindi nila sineselebrate yung Christmas. So gusto niya akong papasukin. Eh di ba Pilipino, ang Christmas natin,
Yun ang pinaka.
so yeah, simula September. Pero ito, December 20, wala na pasok yung mga bata hanggang January, kung kailan man.
After New Year na.
That's holiday. Sa kanila ang holiday, 25, okay, holiday. January 1, holiday. Pero sa atin, hindi eh. So, yung family ko, ang lalayo kasi ng pag may reunion, syempre magkikita yan somewhere. So, nasa Baguio ako noon. Kahit na may dala kang laptop, parang hirap na nagkatrabaho ka, tapos kasama yung may anak mo, may reunion kayo, nagkakaraoke si ganito, tapos
Nag-enjoy sila, tas without you.
Na-realize ko na parang iba pa rin talaga pag Amazon seller ka, and sarili mo yung negosyo mo because hindi mo na kailangan magpaalam. So ngayon, hindi na ako nagpapaalam na, okay, boss, magli-leave ako and hindi ka papayagang mag-leave.
Sana ma-realize din ng lahat ng tao kasi I think yung drive nila to start a business, it's all about adding additional income to their monthly salary. But more than that, yung experiences, you have better flexibility.
Yeah, and
Diba?
scalability.
Oo.
Kasi huwag ka lang maghanap ng negosyo na it will give you freedom. Dapat yung pipili ka ng negosyo na pwede mo expand. Pwedeng simple lang. Sa online arbitrage, okay, makakapag-dictate ka kung ganito lang yung income na gusto mo, pero makakapag-dictate ka kung gusto mong mas malaking income. Di mag-expand ka ng team, expand ka ng products. So you have that power. Parang sa private label naman, isa lang yung product ko, dalawa. Pero kung gusto ko pa ng mas
Pwede.
bonggang Amazon, hindi, maghanap ako ng multiple brands, di ba?
Correct. At the end of the day, huwag masyadong limited yung nakikita mong options. You have to really think bigger. Ang mas marami pa dyan, mas madami pang options, mas marami pang darating, and mag-isip ka lang, be creative. Think outside of the box, and then as long as you put your mind into it, it's really gonna happen.
Agree ako doon. And dadagdagan ko lang na siguro yung think outside of the box, mas marirealize mo siya pag nagbenta ka na talaga mismo sa Amazon. Dahil doon mo madidiscover na, ay, may ganito palang opportunity. Ay, pwede pala to. Pwede pala yung ganyan. Ang daming madidiscover. As in.
Kaya nga sinasabi ko sa mga coaching students ko under our program, sabi ko, don't limit yourself doon sa guidelines, sa set policies of Amazon. Na kunyari, di ba may mga criteria na dapat ito yung ipa-product research mo, ito yung kailangan mo, ito yung gawin mo. Don't get limited to it. You can always think of so much more na ways of doing that. Kunyari, sabihin namin, okay, only find products that are more than $20. Yun yung, di ba? Yun yung lagi. Kasi it was given to us too by our mentors na you start product $20 and above. Huwag kang magbebenta ng mas mababa sa $20. Pero later on, you figured out na parang, oh my goodness, hindi naman pala yun.
True.
Di ba?
Oo. Kaya kailangan mo talaga maging creative eh.
Oo.
I'm so glad na naging Amazon VA ako dati kasi natutunan ko to sa mga clients ko na sabi nung course, avoid electronic products. May kliyente ako, electronics lang yung pwede mong hanapin. Bakit? Kasi yung iba, takot na takot i-return. Pero dahil takot na takot sila, o di sige, mag-electronic products tayo. Tapos, merong isa naman akong kliyente, di ba, avoid yung malalaking items. Oversize. Okay, oversize lahat ng i-launch natin dahil walang mag-launch
Kasi
ng
sinabi
oversize.
ng lahat, ay hindi yan pwedeng ibenta kasi oversized. Masyadong matalino yung mga ibang sellers. Ayaw nyo pala ha, sinabi pala sa inyo, ako ang magbebenta yan.
O, diba? Ayaw nila sa cellphone, accessories, okay. Ayan na. Abangan natin ang launching ng iPhone 16, guys. O, diba? Ganun lang naman ka-creative
Oo,
yun.
diba? Hindi naman talaga yun talaga set in stone. You really have to think outside of the box and be very, very creative.
How do you unwind after a busy day of managing your business?
Wine, charot.
One. Shopping. Diba?
Oo, yun, shopping, gano'n. Matulog.
Diba?
Yun ang very practical para ma-recharge ang brain mo ulit, di ba?
Matulog.
Oo, siguro
Ano na
yun
ngayon Netflix and chill. Ayan.
Netflix and chill.
With naman
Hindi
Netflix
ako.
and chill.
Sleep and chill. Hindi nagiging productive ang Netflix sa akin. I don't know. Kung I don't wanna waste my time.
Ako
I don't
growing
wanna-
up, hindi talaga ako lagi nanonood ng TV.
Oo.
Until
Good for you.
college and
Very good.
nag-asawa ako. Ganyan.
Wala kang yung mga drama-drama sa
Hindi
ano.
mahilig. Pero lately,
Bumabawi.
ay nako, Queen of Tears, pasira ka ng productivity ko. Joke lang. Panoorin mo yan, maganda yan.
So anyway, ano yung relaxed mode mo? Yon?
May isang sigurong characteristic ang mga sellers or mga business owners, medyo workaholic tayo, no?
Correct.
Medyo after productivity.
Correct.
So, yung pinaka na-chill ko ngayon.
Kaya parang challenging sa atin na mag-relax. Parang hindi wala sa vocabulary ko ang mag-relax.
Oo, parang kailangan.
Parang lagi akong on the go.
Ang pinaka gustong-gusto ko ngayon, this past few days, nakikinig ako ng webinar na may natututunan akong something new habang naglilinis. So, yun na yung relaxation ko.
Ako din, nakikinig ako ng podcast, may binabasa akong Audible. Nakikinig ako ng Audible. Nakaka-guilty kasi ang nagre-relax ka and then you're a business owner. Parang, I don't know.
There's so much to know, to learn, and to do.
Oo. Kasi
Parang
at the
24 hours is not enough.
Kasi ikaw, di ba, at the back of your mind, you wanna still grow. As a business owner, as a CEO, as a coach, as a leader, you still wanna do a lot more. And then people are looking up to you. They expect na you know so much than us.
Especially pag coach. I mean, in our business of coaching,
Oo. They expect
You
you
need
know
to learn
every
more.
answers to
Yeah.
their questions. Kahit ano pa yan, hindi pwedeng hindi mo alam.
yes. And
Tama.
Amazon is an ever-changing platform. Bukas, iba na ang itsura at user interface ng Amazon.
Correct.
Kaya pag-aaralan mo na naman siya.
Every day is a chance for us to learn.
So,
Diba,
in short,
no?
hindi kami nakapag-ano.
Wala kaming mga ganun-ganong luxury
What
in
is
life.
the why?
Promise.
If you could meet any successful entrepreneur, who would it be and why?
Yung mga top-notch na yung mga inspiring na people out there na you look up to and then you're listening sa kanila.
Siguro pag na-meet natin si Jeff Bezos, no? Saya na. Anong itatanong mo sa kanya pag na-meet mo siya?
Bakit ka na naging hunk masyado ngayon? Nakita mo ba siya?
Oo.
Oh my goodness, nakakatawa. Pero very young and fit. Anyway, ikaw,
Siguro si Mark Zuckerberg. Gusto kong makita kung what normal day niya. How does he perform in the office? Kasi I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna be really inspired pag nakita siyang gumalaw, ano yung itsura ng office niya, paano siya nagsiset ng meeting, and paano siya nagkakaroon pa ng time sa family niya. Di ba ang sweet nila? Mag-asawa.
Oo, nakakatawa, no?
Yeah.
Oo,
Kahit
oo.
na sobrang busy niya, talagang very okay
Oo.
silang.
Tsaka very down to earth lang siya.
Yeah.
No? Parang
Lalo
wala
na.
siyang masyadong outrageous na mga luxuries ba?
Yeah.
Di ba, no?
Oo. Yeah.
And as young as he is,
Hindi mo
parang-
makikita na mga, okay, ito yung kotse ko, na talagang sports car.
you also gonna be curious about him kung was it really luck that brought him to fame and success, because the Facebook wasn't his idea. You gonna ask him, was it really luck that brought you to that fame? Hindi katulad ni Jeff Bezos na talagang siya selling books online lang yon. So talagang nakita mo yung office niya, yun ang mga questions for him na parang, do you really consider yourself lucky or pinaghirapan mo rin yan from the very young age? Pero na-maintain niya.
Yeah, and knowing that it's very
billionaire.
hard to run a business.
Correct.
Siguro,
Oo, di ba?
super sipag ng tao.
Oo.
Bakit ka nag-decide maging coach?
Parang nang nagsabi ka, pwede ka bang maging coach? Yes, definitely, 100%.
Yes.
Walang hesitation. Di ba walang hesitation? Parang hindi ako nag-isip na, coach ba ako?
Pero naisip mo na talaga yon before, na parang gusto kong magturo.
Oo. Oo. From the longest time, parang gusto ko na rin na teaching people, and nandun ako. You work with people well, and I know I'm gonna be good at it. An opportunity that I can do what I want. Na parang I'm really a people.
Passion mo talaga.
I'm with the people.
Galing.
Oo. Hindi ako siguro introverted. Meron akong skill na I can really work well with people. That would give me so much opportunity to do so much din sa akin, na ma-outreach ko pa yung maraming audience, may big following, things like that.
Nung nag-aaral ako maging coach, natutunan ko na parang kung meron kang mas gusto pang skill na mas matutunan mo, mas maging confident ka, teach it to other people. Kasi pag ginawa mo isang bagay, napakinggan mo sa course, oo, sige matututunan mo. Pero mas
Hindi mo
grabe
in-apply.
pag in-apply mo.
Correct.
Pero mas grabe pa pag tinuro mo.
You coach it.
Definitely. Being a coach is a good decision. Okay? Guys, as you can see, tapos na ang sunset. And it's a very, very wonderful sunset sa labas. Bago kami magtapos ng first vlog namin and the podcast and interview with Coach Ava, gusto lang namin mag-impart ng probably what we realized based on a very good conversation that we had this afternoon. So, paunahin ko na si Coach Ava. Ano ba yung ma-advise mo sa kanila?
One of the few takeaways from our conversation is if you want to do something in your life, you have to think bigger, and of course, just don't limit yourself with few options. The universe is very abundant, and we have a God that is an abundant God. Whatever you manifest or you want to attract in your life that you really want, go really for it and put your mind into working on it. Ganun lang yung power of our mind, no? Of course, you manifested to have a better future with your kids. You manifested a big house. You manifested the freedom of your life. You really wanted this. And you started with a dream. So you started with thinking big and you worked for it and it happened. Same thing with all of us. We just have to put ourselves into that and work and take action. And because the universe is so big. So all of us, that's a very inspiring advice to everyone.
Same with me. Actually, speaking of manifesting, this morning, I was working. Sabi ko, parang nakakamiss kasi online yung company ko, di ba? So, lahat ng tao medyo malayo sa. Parang ko, parang nakakamiss na makipag-usap sa entrepreneur. Gusto kong makausap ulit yung mga lady boss. Kasi yung mga lady boss na kakilala ko nasa Manila, medyo mas malalayo, ganyan. Sabi ko, nakakamiss naman. Tapos, during your interview, parang sabi ko, ay, nakakatuwa na natupad yung winish ko kaninang umaga kasi yung usapan natin, yung same problems, yung same mindset. Tapos, ang pinaka na-realize ko talaga is, everyone has an opportunity right now to talk with people who has the same mindset by just enrolling in a course. And ganun kadali ngayon. Naalala ko na, kaya ko pala create yung FAM, Filipino Amazon Masterclass, is for you to talk and have mastermind with people who has the same wavelength, mindset, and aspiration in life. And kaya very happy ako. Actually, it's my honor na nakausap ko si Coach Ava ngayon. And makakasama ko pa sila bukas. Kasi ang sarap ma-experience, be with the people, be with the same energy.
You know, that you can understand the same thing with,
Yeah.
you know, the same experiences with you. No? Na parang pareho yung mindset, pareho yung experiences natin and all, na parang very inspiring. Alam mo kung ano yung galaw ng pagiging entrepreneur. No?
Kaya thank you. Thank you sa inyo. And sana nag-enjoy kayo sa aming first vlog. First
And there's
talaga
more
lagi,
to
no?
come.
Thank you for watching this video. You may follow us on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and LinkedIn for more e-commerce tips. For inquiries, text or call the number on your screen. Again, this is Lisha Aquino, your online kanegosyo. And with Amazation, we'll lead you to extraordinary living by providing our life-changing learning.